I will be using it medicinally. It's just showing out, like it's showing off. Whoever put mint in that raised bed, I have a problem. Me and you gotta talk. Hola everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Anani. I garden in zone 7A in my small tiny urban backyard, gardening in mostly containers and grow bags. We finally got a break from all the rain. I don't know what's been going on here, but April showers have definitely been a thing here in my area. It's been raining non-stop. It's been super cold. Today is April the 8th, I believe, and our last frost was supposed to be on Sunday, which was April the 6th. However, tonight it's supposed to get down to 30. So can't say that's entirely true. So I figured that I would bring you guys along with me because it's been quite some time. There have been quite some changes and I want to keep you guys updated every step of the way. So let's get into today's video. So I know you're probably like, where were you just at? I was at my community garden plot. It's about 6 or 7 minutes from my house, so it's really not that far. And the people I've met so far have been super kind and super friendly, and I'm really excited to be around other gardeners. I did talk to like a few of them, and there are some who they just come from so many backgrounds. Like I met this one woman, she'd been gardening for 30 years, and I met another woman and she's like, I've never gardened outside, but I grow indoors in my apartment. And it's just so crazy to see how different people learn to garden and how people get their bearings in gardening just by having different environments and stuff. So I'm really excited about the community garden. I believe the bed is a 6x8 bed, and yeah, the process was actually pretty easy. I just paid a fee. There are some like volunteer requirements and things of that sort, but nothing extraordinarily out of the ordinary. They have so much there to offer. It's kind of like crazy. Like they have a mushroom bed, they have soil, compost, tools, everything that you'll need. The one thing they didn't have is a wheelbarrow, which I needed because I went out there and I was like, y'all, I gotta get these weeds out. Whoever put mint in that raised bed, I have a problem. Me and you gotta talk. Because why would you put mint in that bed? Because it's everywhere. Mint, I found mint everywhere. I found weeds everywhere. It had clearly not been kept over the fall and over the winter. So I went in today fully expecting to like take all the weeds up and try to put a new layer of soil down, but they didn't have a wheelbarrow. I got as many of the weeds as I could up, but I wasn't able to move them or add new soil because the soil in the compost pile was like way far away from the garden area, and it was like near the mushroom bed and stuff. And so I was like, how am I going to transport all of this stuff? So like that was a whole thing, and there was literally nobody, not a soul there. Anyway, I'm talking too much, y'all. I want to show you guys really quick. I'm about to go in the house now, but I haven't given you guys an update in a very long time about what's been growing in the garden. I have a bunch of new things. My spring garden is alive, y'all. It's alive, and I'm super excited to show you. So let's go. We have made it to my backyard. It's super windy out. I hope you can excuse it. There will be people walking back and forth. I'm sure a dog or two, a bunch of noise. But let's make this quick because I'm cold. I'm cold. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're going to start at the farthest part of the garden and work our way back inside. So that way, when I'm done, I can go in. So I remember me telling you about these carrots. These are the tender sweet carrots. I think I did thin them a little bit. I'm going to let them grow a little bit more and then thin them a bit. But I put them on top of this next to this beautiful oregano. Look how beautiful this oregano is. I actually grew this oregano from seed. It takes a really long time to grow perennial herbs from seed. So if you haven't started your oregano by now, it's not too late. You just might not get a harvest anytime soon. Here, this was a pot that I had mint in. I had repotted it, and this is garbage. So is this garbage? This is garbage. So let's move that. But this was mint that I put in a pot, and as you can see, it's starting to come back. It's starting to come alive. So I'm really excited about that. This is just an apple blossom snapdragon. It's still fairly small, but I did plant this in here with it as well. We have some lemon balm here. I grew this from seed as well. I planted a few early onward peas inside of here. I don't even think that this is a big enough container for as many plants that are in here, because I believe this is like half a gallon. I don't even know. Honestly and truthfully, I've never grown peas from seed. I'm not a big pea person. I really don't eat peas like that. My daughter and my son, they seem to really enjoy them. And so I was like, let me just try to grow some peas this year. I think they're the prettiest looking plant. I mean, I have to be honest, they're so pretty. Something about the leaves and the tendrils just have me hooked. And I hear that the flowers are super pretty too, so I'm really excited about that. Back here, are you not super excited about this? I have never in my life grown a parsnip, nor even had a parsnip, and they're coming up, so I'm super excited about that. This is a leek. I just got this as a start from the nursery. We have some spinach here. This is the Bloomsdale long-standing spinach, I believe. We have our beets. Remember those beets that we sowed? They're coming up. All of the radish, those are coming up so well. And I also have peas in here. I'm gonna have to try to move some of these peas. I don't think I need this many peas. Take a drink every time I say peas. I don't know. I never grew them, and I kind of just planted them willy-nilly, and they're coming up beautifully, but they're kind of growing up, kind of coming up kind of big. I might have to move them to another part of the garden. Hopefully they transplant well. I also have early scarlet globe radish in here. I have thinned these out. I'm letting them get some more leaves before I thin them out again. I think they're pretty thinned. Like there's a nice space between most of them. Some more spinach here. Here is Swiss chard that I started from seed indoors. These don't look that good. These kind of like got broken off and like I don't know, the stems got broken off. I didn't want to take too much of the greens because I knew that this needed to grow. It was still kind of young yet. And the new leaves are growing beautifully. Like none of these were here, I believe, last time. So that's exciting. Another apple blossom snapdragon. I'm really excited about that. I grew this from seed as well. They're the prettiest like salmon orange pastel type color. Super excited about those. Here's some more lemon balm. In fact, all of the lemon balm I'll show you was pretty much split from the same plant. Lemon balm is in the mint family, so it spreads literally the same way as mint. Do not plant it inside of a container or in a bed. It'll spread like wildfire. So I separated them and I kept them inside of their own containers so that way they'll grow and fill out the containers really good because they love to spread. I think these are white top or white or seven top turnips. These are turnip greens or turnips that are grown specifically for the greens. So I haven't thinned them out because my goal and my plan is to have them for turnip greens or to add them to my greens. But yeah, those are also coming up really, really good. Over here, look at my onions. I tried to grow onions using bulbs I tried to get bulbs last year and I didn't know anything about them. So I planted them way too deep and they did not come up for nothing. So I'm super glad that I paid attention. I did my research. I did the right thing because they're coming up beautifully. Random Swiss chard plant, more mint that's coming up. This I got from the nursery. This is a lemon thyme. I have some thyme over here that's trying to grow back a little bit if you see it. So I'll have regular thyme. I believe that's German thyme and lemon thyme. So I'm really excited. Kale here. These I got from the nursery center as well. They actually threw them in there for me for free because they look so bad. But I kept all the greens on there. I fertilized them really good. And now there's so many new leaves coming up. This is the curly kale. I have tried like 4 different times to grow kale from seed. These hands can't grow kale. I don't know. I've tried different kales. I've tried different soil mediums. I've tried different things. These hands cannot grow kale. So I got it as a start and I'm not ashamed. More lemon balm. And then look at this beautiful baby bok choy. Oh my God. For anyone, for real. More leeks in here and a random nasturtium. I think it's way too early for this nasturtium. It doesn't look that great. All the leaves have probably fallen off. More lemon thyme. This is Swiss chard as well, different colors. So this is the yellow one. This is the one I really wanted. This is a red one. I have pink in the house that I'm going to plant out soon. I'm super excited about that. More leeks, lemon balm, and then I have more spinach, an onion in the center, another leek, Swiss chard. Just kind of like, these are kind of like a mismatch mismatch of everything, but I kind of just had to make space where I had space. So more Swiss chard here, another leek, another spinach. These are some rosemary. I bought this as a start as well because I can start rosemary from seed. It just is way too tiny to plant out and it grows so slow. So I just grabbed a rosemary start. No shame. Look how this is lemon balm in a random pot, but look how wonderful my blueberry bush looks. It looks beautiful. I am so insanely proud of my blueberry bush. Literally my pride and joy. Last year it was so itty bitty, didn't do anything. It did grow a little bit, but not much. I didn't know at the time. I'm new to fruit trees and stuff and bushes, so I didn't know at the time when you plant out a blueberry bush that you should have another one planted with it to help it cross pollinate. But it was still fairly little yet, so I really didn't expect to get any fruit from it. But now that this is a new season, it is just showing out. Like, it's showing off. So this year I went out and I got another blueberry bush to plant. With it. Don't know if I'll get any blueberries from it, but I'm super hopeful about it. We'll see. Here is my Meyer lemon tree. I don't think it's doing that great. Lots of leaf loss since I took it outside. This is a tropical plant, so like I'm not too surprised, but I also like, I don't know. This is not one of the plants that I want to give a bunch of my energy to, but I will say that it's growing beautiful new leaves. So I don't know if that's a good sign or not. We'll keep trying. Here's another nasturtium. This one looks a lot better, but it's still struggling. I think it's just too cold. This is a honeyberry bush. Or is it honeyberry? Honeyberry? Yeah. This is a honeyberry. I believe it's called a Mr. Honeyberry. Now this is the Mr. So I don't believe that we'll get any fruit from this. I've been trying to find the misses to go with it for a very long time, and I don't know where I got it from to even go look for one. I've been to Lowe's, I've been to Home Depot, I've tried like 4 different locations, cannot find anything to save my life. So this might just be here for the decoration for a few, but I really enjoy it. It's really pretty. And I planted some lemon balm at the bottom of this container last year from seed that happens to be coming back up now. So we're going to be swimming in lemon balm. And I also, this is a impulse buy, a hardy prolific kiwi. Do I need this? No. Is anything going to come from it? No. And in reading the box that it came in, it grows up to 25 feet. I'm going to have to move. And do y'all remember those collard greens that we planted last time? They're not looking too good, but they are getting new growth on them, so I'm super excited about them. Still hopeful. I planted some leeks in here as well to help deter pests as they grow. We'll see what happens. Over here I have some calendula. Calendula is pretty hardy. Takes a nice frost. This is growing really well. I planted this out about a week ago or so, and it's growing beautifully. So if you want some calendula, try. Calendula is one of those medicinal herbs that a lot of people use for like irritated skin. It's very soothing, very calming. So I'm really excited to use it this year because I will be using it medicinally. And here is my raised bed, and look at those strawberries coming up. Look at these. These are coming up from last season. Super excited about those. I got these as bare roots, kept them inside, nurtured them pretty much like I did every other plant that was inside of my house, and look how good they're growing. I believe these are June bearing, so they will put on all of their leaves, and not leaves, they'll put on most of their blooms around the same time. You might get a small bumper crop, but usually you'll get them all on around the same time, around June they say. But these are ever bearing, the ones that are coming up here, so these should be blooming all year round or until the season ends. If you turn around, you'll see those carrots and those radish that we planted. These ones look so good. The radish are coming up good. I've come out and I've thinned them out here, but they're coming up beautifully. They're already getting their second set of leaves. And then my Parisian carrots are also coming up really good. The kaleidoscope blend, not so much. The Parisian blend, I literally chaos sold them, so I just like sprinkled them on here. And then with the kaleidoscope blend, I did them in rows. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that these are much smaller, so they have a shorter like time to maturity, so they grow a little bit faster. That may have something to do with it, but just enough. Just wanted to mention that I sold them differently. This one looks like it's coming up a little bit better, but these are starting to come up, so I'm not going to say that they're not. They're looking pretty good. so far. I'll thin them out a little bit more as they grow, but for right now they're pretty good. Y'all remember the celery? I've never grown celery from seed, so I'm not quite sure, but it seems like they're growing pretty well. I mean, this stalk is pretty strong. I do see a difference in the greenery. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that they're like, these are golden, so they're supposed to be yellow. I don't know if they're supposed to be yellow or not. So this is naturally greener. So I'm not really sure if it has anything to do with the fact that the celeries and the leaves are different. I'll have to do my research, but there is definitely new growth. Like there's growth here, there's growth here. It just looks really good. So I'm really excited about it. And the final part is this little bed. I got this bed from Aldi last year. I think it was like 15, 16 bucks. It was fairly inexpensive and it's super sturdy. I use this for mostly herbs, just stuff that I can like grab and go because this is right next to the door near my kitchen. So I had like oregano here. I don't see much new growth on here, but I had planted a new little bit on this side. So we'll see. We'll give this some more time. Maybe it just needs more time to grow. Who knows? I have cilantro here, and cilantro is one of my favorite herbs. I really love me some cilantro, and I really cannot get enough of it. I have more that I'm planting out in here, or plan to plant out in here. Or last year I had basil in here. I don't think I'm going to plant basil in here again, only because it got so big and got so wide. It got like super huge. It became like a basil tree. And I love basil, but it was a lot for this little bed, and it got really root bound. So I had to go in and break up the soil. I don't think I'm going to do basil again in here. But we'll see. Maybe I'll do a smaller, like maybe I'll do an edible flower. Maybe I'll put another nasturtium here or something. I'm not sure. We'll see where the wind takes us. So that was the garden, everybody. Like I said earlier, our last frost was supposed to be April 6th, which was on Sunday. We have a light frost tonight. It's supposed to go to 30. And then pretty much for the rest of the week, the lows are floating in the 40s. I really don't want to plant out any peppers, tomatoes, melons, like any of my squash or anything like that until it floats around the 50s at night. I'll do my best. We'll see if we can push the envelope a little bit. You know me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that this inspires you to grow something or try a new variety. Try something new if you can. And yeah, thanks for watching.